We're going to start in a seated position this morning. So arranging yourself any way that feels okay for you with the legs. If you are sitting with your legs crossed in front of you like I am, change it so the non-default leg is in front. It'll feel a little tighter, a little stranger, but we will start to undo some patterns in the body if we choose to do this regularly. So once you've arranged yourself in a seat, bring the palms to face down. Tilt the tailbone backwards just a little bit. You'll feel the pelvic ball move forwards, and then lift the front of the heart. Once you have that, find a heaviness through the arms. So this whole area across the shoulder blade softens, across the collarbone rather, and then close down the eyes. Give yourself a moment to land. Tune into your breath. Nice long inhales. Nice long exhales. Whatever's happened in your morning so far, breathe it out of your mind for now. And tune your focus into the breath. Feel the expansion that happens inside of your body when you breathe in, and that drawing back to center that happens as you breathe out. Feel the body a little like an accordion here. An inhale makes it bigger, and an exhale makes it smaller. Really drop into just the pure sensation of breath. Feel the heart lift a little as you inhale and feel it drop down a little as you exhale. We're going to come to a little Kundalini breath to begin this morning. So blink the eyes open for a moment. You're going to bring your hands facing forwards and then scrunch the fingers in, trying to get the pads of the fingers to touch the line at the top of the palm. Then we're going to bring our thumbs to our temples. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. The elbows are in a 45-degree angle. Relax through the core here. We're going to work with an L-shaped breath. As we inhale, we imagine we're pulling a breath down from about here, right into the center of the brain. And as we exhale, we're sending it forwards through the third eye. So a bit of an interesting breath. The inhale is going to pull it back, and the exhale is going to send it up. Inhale down, exhale forwards, inhale back, exhale up. All while squeezing the fingers fairly tightly and putting a little pressure onto the temples. We'll find that first, then we're going to add one more thing here. And in case you're interested, this is what we use in Kundalini as the mudra and as the kriya for clearing addiction. So if there's something you want to move out of your life, if there's something you're just done with that's draining your energy, you might call it up now. So find that position, I'll guide us through. Put a little pressure on the temples, close down the eyes, squeeze the fingers. Now hover just above the crown of the head, and an inhale pulls right into the center of the brain. An exhale comes forward through the third eye. Inhale back to the center of the brain. Exhale sends upwards. Find this in your own breath. Keep that sustained pressure on the temples. Once you have that, if you'd like to add on just a little more here, as you inhale, you would squeeze your molars together, press the jaw together, and you'll feel the temple push back against the thumb. As you exhale, release that. If you get an urge to take a breath out of the mouth, go with that, but keep this L-shaped breath. We're just taking 3 more rounds here. Feel free to clamp down the teeth as you inhale. Feel the feedback against the temple. Keep the fingers squeezing. Bit of an interesting way to start the day. See if you can coordinate all of this for 2 more rounds. And after that second round, keep the eyes closed. Let the fingers come free. Let the hands float back down onto the legs. Feel the ease in the shoulders. Drop into a natural breath here. Nice long inhale, lift the heart. Maybe a nice big sigh. Take a moment here to become conscious. Take this moment in stillness to decide something about your day. How are you showing up today? Breathe that version of you to life with a very big inhale. Sigh out whatever stands in her or his way. Beautiful. Bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart. We'll take a long breath in together, bowing our head as we exhale. And then softly blinking open the eyes. We're going to bring the left hand to wrap around the right knee. And then extend that right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Look up to the right thumb if you can. We'll take a big breath in here. Twist the heart towards the right. Drop the left shoulder down as you breathe out. Nice. Stretch those right fingertips up a little higher. Breath in. Hinge at the elbow. Wrap your hand around the back of your skull. Drop your shoulders down straight away. Nice work. And inhale is going to press the head into the hand. Open the face to the sky. And exhale is going to bring left elbow to the right hand. See if you can make contact here. And inhale to push the head into the hand, open the front of the heart. And an exhale to round down. Close the eyes here, drop into your own breath for 3 more rounds. Feeling the head press into the hand as you inhale. Feeling the elbow touch the top of the left palm as you exhale. Keep a good grip of left palm on the knee. Nice. And for this last round, could you slow it down? Could you open just a little bit more? Extending that heart all the way up, rounding all the way down. Lift back up to neutral and then release both arms. Give the shoulders a nice little roll here. And now the right hand comes to grab the left knee and that left arm extends all the way up to the ceiling. Look up to the thumb. Pause here for a moment. Breathe. Start to draw your pelvic floor up, your lower belly in, and twist the heart towards the left a little bit. Stretch that left arm up on a big breath in. Hinge at the elbow to wrap the back of your head on the breath out. Drop both shoulders down straight away. Nice work. We'll take a breath in. Push the head into the hand. And an exhale. Elbow touches the palm. Chin tucks in. A big breath in. Head actively pressing into hand. Big breath out. Round down. Close the eyes. Take 3 more of these. Really feel into your breath. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Pace the breath. Take a big sigh if it's calling you and slow down this last one here. Lifting the face a little higher, gripping that knee a little more. Maybe it's a good time for a big sigh as you round down. Nice work. Let's give the elbows and the shoulders a little roll here. Bring the hands together. Weave the fingers into each other and lock the fingers together. Lift the front of the heart, drop shoulders away from the ears, and now start pulling the elbows apart. Feel the space come into the wrists as you do this and breathe. Good. We'll take 1 more breath in here. Lift the chin a little. Pull, pull, pull the elbows apart. Breath out. Nice work. Release the hands. We'll give a gentle little flick to our fingers. And then come over to hands and knees. We'll bring knees under hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Point the index finger forward, spread the rest of the fingers out from there. So make your hands as big as you can. Then start to press the fingertips down as you lift the back of the heart up. Find a breath here with the core engaged. So the belly button is pulling in towards the spine. The shoulder blades are doming apart. The eye gaze is slightly forwards. Find a breath without releasing the core muscles on the belly. Really nice. Let's tuck the toes now. Keep the core muscles engaged as you extend back into downward facing dog. Keep the fingertips pressing into the earth. Take a little wiggle here just to figure out where you are in space. Find yourself upside down. Find the breath. Nice long inhales, big exhales. Now tuck the chin into the chest. Look between your knees. Now tuck the ribs in more and push the earth away with the hands. Really nice. Keep all of that as you slowly walk out your dog, bending one leg, straightening the other. Check in on the breath here. So really make sure you are breathing nice and steady. Keep the eye gaze between your knees. Keep checking that. We want the neck disengaged, the head tucking in. Front of the throat works a little bit, as does the whole front of the core in downward facing dog. So your core muscles actually start at the bottom of your jaw. That's why we tuck the chin in downward facing dog. We're working from the bottom of the jaw to the psoas. Let the next exhale land you in stillness, downward facing dog. Keep the gaze between the knees, unlock the elbows, take a big breath in and tilt the tailbone high to the sky. As you exhale, could you press the heart back towards the knees a little bit without locking your arms? Nice. Stay here for a big breath in. Take a nice long sigh. We'll take an inhale to prepare to move. As we exhale, squeeze the core as you walk the hands backwards to meet the feet. We'll find a forward fold at the back of our mat. Hands extend onto shins, spine extends forwards, eye gaze forwards. Take a big breath in. Stay here for your breath out. Really tilt the tailbone high, roll the inner thighs backwards, grow the sides of the waist long. Slide the shoulder blades down towards the hips. Toes are soft, give them a little wiggle here. We'll extend the arms forwards now, biceps beside ears. Take a big breath in. Hinging at the hips, come all the way up to standing. Squeeze those hamstrings. Hands land together in front of the heart. Extend the hands down. Find Tadasana at the back of the mat. Close your eyes here. Refocus your awareness inward. Breathe. Softly blink eyes open. Bring the hands to bind behind the back. Push the heels of the palms together if you're able to. Wrap the thumbs firmly around. Give a little squeeze of the hands, a little activation of the fingertips here. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and lift the heart towards the sky as the knuckles start to slide down towards the heels. Nice compression in the lower back here. Now lift the heart to the sky. Take a big breath in. Bend your knees deeply. Push your heart forwards. Lift the chin to come down. Land the ribcage on the thighs. Stay here for a breath in. And now bow all the way down, hanging the head. Big exhale. Once you get here, let your shoulders soften. If you're able to, keep the palms pressing into each other. Take a nice big sigh here. Let the shoulders sink towards the earth. Find ease in the bind. Soften through the toes. Tailbone lifts as the crown of the head comes further down towards the earth. Chin tucks towards the chest. Stay here for a breath in. Take a nice big sigh, upside down. Very slowly, bend through the elbows and bring the hands to rest on the lower back. Let the shoulders soften completely here. We'll take a nice big breath in. Hands drape towards the earth on the breath out. Nice work. Hands onto shins, halfway lift. Walk back out to your downward facing dog. We'll take a big inhale to find steadiness here. Big exhale to let something go. And now our left leg's going to float up to the sky, three-legged dog. Take a moment to land here. We're going to fine-tune this shape together. Think about the right side of your waist. Could you push the right hip bone back a little bit? Feel the tailbone shift towards the left. Left hip bone comes down. So three-legged dog is not about the height of that back leg. It's about the pelvis staying nice and even. So drop the left hip bone a little bit, engage the core. Now press the heart back, tuck the chin. Really nice. Imagine a wall behind that left heel. Push the heel into the wall. We'll take a big breath in. Nose and knee come together in a high plank. Breath out. Round through the upper body. Extend back with a big breath in, nice and steady. Nose and knee round, 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 round. Lift the back of the heart. One more time, a breath in. Nose and knee, big breath out, stay. Lift the back of the heart, lift the hip bones high. And now extend all the way back to that three-legged dog. We'll take a breath in here. Bring that foot to the earth on a breath out. Nice long inhale. Maybe a nice big sigh. A breath in to prepare to move. Walk the hands to the feet as you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Hands onto shins. Take a halfway lift. Stay here for your breath out. Hands extend forwards for a breath in. Hinge at the hips as you exhale. Push through the heels. Come to standing. Nice work. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Breath in. Feel the hands move slowly through space on a breath out. Close the eyes. Find Tadasana at the back of the mat. A settling through the shoulders, softness through the face, eyes closed, all your awareness drawn inward. Starting to notice what the practice is changing for you. Take a big sigh here, let something go. And then softly blink the eyes open. Bring the hands together behind the lower back again. Bind the hands the weird way, your non-default way. Push the heels of the palms together and we'll roll the shoulders up, back and down, lifting the front of the heart as the knuckles slide towards the heels. We'll take a big breath in here to lift the chin. Openness through the front of the body as you hinge at the hips. Come halfway down. Eye gazes forward and up. We'll take a breath in here to push the heart forwards. Deep forward fold. Lay the ribs on the thighs. Dangle the head. Let the hands extend upward. Tuck chin into chest like you're going to put your nose between your knees. Find a breath here and on purpose, relax your shoulder heads. Let them soften. Softness through the toes, tailbone lifting just a degree or two as the head comes closer to the shins. Nice long breath in here. Hands come to rest on the lower back. Bend the elbows, slow that part down. And then really gently, hands drape towards the earth. Beautiful. Halfway lift for a breath in. Walk out, downward facing dog. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, and land. Push the fingertips into the earth as the right leg extends back, three-legged dog. Once you've got your leg in the air, think about moving your left hip bone backwards. Belly button draws to spine. Even up the weight through both hands. Most of us start to load the right hand more here. See if you can shift some weight to the left hand. Chin comes to chest. Look back beyond that left knee. And now push that right heel further back. Take a big breath in. Nose to knee in high plank as you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Extend back, push from behind the belly button, big breath in. Rounding forwards, big breath out, breath out, breath out, breath out. Extend back one more time, big breath in. Rounding forwards on a breath out, stay. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Lift through the body. Beautiful work. Extend all the way back. Right leg finds the ground. We'll take a long breath in here. Walk halfway back, breath out. This very short downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Peel the heels up, bend the knees out to the sides as you exhale. Come into this crouch at the back of your mat. Nice work. Hands stay on the earth as the heart lifts, breath in. Stay for a breath out. And inhale prepares us to move. On the exhale, push the hips up to the sky. Come back to that short downward facing dog. Empty the lungs. A breath in here. Walk the hands to the feet as you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Well done. Hands onto shins. Take a halfway lift. Stay here for the exhale. Bend the knees now as much as you need to wrap the forearms around the back of the calves. Fingers just lightly touching the earth. Take a breath in here, pulling the hands into the legs. Extend the heart forwards. Stay here for a breath out. It is supposed to feel like this. Inhale, push the heart forwards again. Stay for the breath out. A little pressure, forearms into calves, calves into forearms. One more breath in here. And now hang the head
Find a standing forward fold. Keep the forearms glued to the back of the calves. Does not matter how bent your knees are. We'll take a long breath in here. Sigh something out. Hands slide around to the front of the shins now. Extend halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Walk it forwards. Nice work. We'll take a big breath in. Let something go. Heels come high to the sky on your next inhale. Bend the knees deeply. Exhale everything out. Look forwards. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Halfway lift when you arrive. Refill the lungs. Empty them out. If you've got the space, sweep the arms wide all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up, breath in. Hands come to the heart. Eyes closed down, Tadasana. Slow the breath right down here. Beautiful. Little tucking of the tailbone, little lifting of the heart. Focus all of your awareness inside of you. Blink the eyes open, bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart, expand up to the sky. Take a big breath in, belly to knees as you bow forwards, big breath out. Halfway lift for a breath in here. Left leg steps lightly back on the breath out. Keep the hands on the ground. We'll take an inhale, move the tailbone to the left. Stay for an exhale. With our next inhale, we prepare to move. Three-legged dog is your breath out. So take the weight in the hands and extend that leg backwards. Well done. We've got a big breath in here. Stay for a breath out. Even up your pelvis, tuck your chin. Beautiful. Big inhale to prepare. Nose and knee rounding at the front of the mat. Exhale. Extend back, breath in. Exhale to round, 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 round. Just one more time like this. Big breath in. Bring it forwards, lift the whole body up here, and now step that right foot forwards. Nice work. Fingertips come onto the earth now. Lift the gaze. Move the tailbone towards the left again. Get some height into that back leg. Beautiful. Front toes are soft. Find your breath here. A little openness from pubic bone to chin. Think upward facing dog through the front of the body. Find a way to breathe here. Nice and steady now. We're going to press into that front heel. Lift the left leg off the ground. Come to standing on that right leg. Hands up, knee up. Beautiful. Breathe here. Find your balance. If you're on carpet, it's a little trickier than in the studio. Turn the palms to face backwards. Lift the chin a little. And now move that left lower leg side to side. Feel the hip bone rotate. Soft through the toes that are on the earth. Beautiful, everyone. Core is engaged here. We'll stop that movement. Lift the heart, lift the chin, breath in. Step back into your high lunge on a breath out. Nice work. Bring the back heel forwards. Lift into that left hip bone. Feel the arch on the right foot do that as that right hip bone moves backwards. Hands come up to the ceiling. Breath in here. Weave the fingers together for a breath out. Wrap them around the base of the skull. Drop your shoulders down. Very nice. Bend the front knee more. Nice and slow here. An inhale is going to press the head into the hands. As you exhale, chin comes to chest. Try to tap your elbows together. Front toes are soft. And inhale to open, open, open. Lift the gaze. Exhale. Try to touch elbows. One more time, take a big breath in. Rounding down, a breath out. Keep the rounding. See if you can try to tap elbows onto that front knee. Move your tailbone to the left straight away. Beautiful. Take a breath in here. Hands come back to the earth on a breath out. You've got an inhale. Let something go for the exhale. Hands plant down, eye gaze lifts as you step lightly to high plank. Lift the back of the heart, take a breath in. Stay here for a breath out. Heart's going to come forwards, breath in, elbows point backwards, option to drop the knees as we lower all the way to the earth point through the toes. Cobra pose, rolling up on a breath in, downward facing dog on a breath out. Nice long inhale here. Long exhale, broaden the shoulders, dangle the head, tuck chin to chest. So remember, you're working the core all the way from the jaw. Slow the breath down. Take a sigh if you need to. Elbows are unlocked, shoulders are broad. Peel the heels high to the sky on your next inhale. Bend the knees deeply, look forwards, empty the lungs. On no breath now, stretch the right foot, then the left foot. Fill the lungs with a halfway lift. Flush something out with a big sigh as you bow forwards. Circle, sweep the arms, rise all the way up to standing, reach up, look up, breath in, hands come to the heart for a breath out, Tadasana, let it go. Close the eyes, slow the breath right down. So in our flow class, we come into this dance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. So we can really tone the vagus nerve. We deliberately stress the body and we deliberately bring ourselves back into a state of ease using the breath. This Tadasana is essential. This is where you're training your nervous system to get out of stress, to put it down, to come back to neutral. So as fast as you can, let the stress go. Use the breath. You've got one more. Long inhale here. Big noisy sigh if that's what you need. Hands come to meet in front of the heart, blinking eyes open. Reach for the sky. Big breath in. Bow all the way forward. Big knee bend. Breathe out. Halfway lift for an inhale here. Right leg is stepping back. Right knee stays high for the exhale. Take a moment here. Move your tailbone towards the right. Get more height into that back leg. Beautiful. Now start to push the heart forwards as you lift the chin. Breathe. Front toes are soft. Find peace here. We'll take one more breath. Think a heart opener here. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale. Hands come down. Start taking weight through the hands. We're stepping back to three-legged dog. Left leg extends long. Tuck the chin. Press the heart back. Eye gaze is beyond that right knee. Lengthen the right side of the waist. Push into the left heel with an inhale. Nose to knee as you exhale, come forwards. Extend back on an inhale. Nose to knee as you exhale. One more time, take a breath in. Come forwards, breath out, stay. Lift the back of the body up high. Left foot steps slightly forwards. Come up onto fingertips, steady yourself here. Slow the breath right down. Pressing into the left heel, we're going to lift that back leg, come all the way to standing, hands up, right knee out in front. Give yourself a moment to land here. Drop the shoulders down, lift the chin a little. Once you're steady, find that movement through the right leg that's rotating the right hip bone. Make sure you breathe as you move. Find stillness through that right leg. We'll take a big breath in together. Bend into the standing leg to step lightly back into high lunge. Beautiful work. Bring the back heel forwards. Left hip bone moves back. Extend the hands up. Lift the chin. Breath in. Weave the fingers together the opposite way. Breath out. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Give me a wave with your front toes. Very nice. Nice and slow here. And inhale. Press the head into hands. And exhale, chin comes to chest, spine stays upright as you try to touch elbows. A breath in to open, bend the front knee a little more. A breath out to round. One more time, open, 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 slow the breath right down. Exhale, chin comes into chest, try to touch the elbows, weight's going through the front heel. Now bow forwards, try to get the elbows to touch the left knee. Breathe here. Hands come all the way down, fingers find the floor. Lift the gaze, open through the front of the throat. Take a breath in. Keep looking forwards as you step back, high plank, breath out. Well done. Option to drop the knees as the heart rolls forwards, lowering all the way down, breath out. Point through the toes, cobra pose for a breath in. Downward facing dog for a breath out. Slow it down here. Take the breath out of the mouth if you need to. Tucking the ribs in, chin into chest, eye gaze is between the knees. Elbows are unlocked, shoulders are broad, head is dangling. You've got one more big breath in here. Stay for a breath out. Good. Peel the heels up on your next inhale. Bend the knees deeply, look between the hands, breathe everything out. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Halfway lift is your next breath in. Flush it out of the body, big sigh. Sweep the arms wide, come back up to standing, breath in. Hands come to the heart. Close down the eyes, Tadasana, regulate your nervous system here. How quickly can you get yourself out of a stressed state? That is what you're practicing here. This pays off in spades off the mat. So really focus everything. How can you slow your heart rate? How can you get control of your breath? How can you get control of your mind? It's these 30-second stops in Tadasana that really change your life when you do yoga. Take advantage of these. Practice coming back to center. The yoga poses are deliberately taking you off center for this moment here. Try a sigh. See what that changes in you. And then blink the eyes open, bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart. Expand upwards, the big breath in. Bend through the knees as you bow forwards, big breath out. Hands onto shins, take a halfway lift here. Left leg steps back, left knee stays high, breath out. Inhale to open the front of the body. Exhale to three-legged dog. Hands down, right leg extends back. Take a breath in here. Nose to knee as you breathe out. Extend back, breath in. Nose to knee and stay for this exhale. Lift through the back of the heart. Step that right foot forwards. Well done. Fingertips stay on the earth. Lift the gaze again. Find your breath here. Find center here first. Front toes are soft. Weight goes through the heel. As that back leg starts to come forwards off the ground, press into the heel. Squeeze your core. Come all the way up to standing. Take a breath in here. Let something go. A little wobble of the left foot side to side. Keep the right toes soft. Keep the heart lifted, chin lifted. Energy into fingertips. Bring that stillness into the left leg. We'll take a breath in here. Land lightly into your high lunge, breath out. Really nice. Extend the hands up, weave them together. Look up if you can. Hands wrap the back of the skull, bend the front knee more. Steady yourself, find the breath here. If you feel wobbly, widen out your stance a little bit. We'll all bring our back heel forwards. Nice and slow now. And inhale to open the heart. Press the head into the hands. Spine stays upright. Exhale, elbows come together. Chin into chest. Front toes are soft. And inhale to open. And exhale to round, 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 round. Try to touch your elbows. One more time. Take a breath in. Rounding down this time, curve through the spine. Try to wrap the elbows around the right knee. Take a breath in here. Hands come to the earth for a breath out. Think heart opener as the heart comes forwards, breath in. Little change now. Spin your back heel to the earth. Walk your hands towards the back foot. The right foot follows, the feet are parallel. We'll get all the way to the left foot, fingertips on the earth. Halfway lift here, big breath in. Sweeping down on the breath out, come all the way to the right foot. Halfway lift here, breath in. Sweep down, dangle the head as you breathe out. Fingers to the left foot. We're doing that one more time. Halfway lift here. Sweep across, hands drape across the earth, breathe out. Halfway lift at that right foot. Bow down. This time we meet in the middle. Head bowed. Hands on the earth if they can be. We'll take a big breath in, lift the tailbone, chin to chest as you exhale. One more nice long inhale. Stay here for your exhale. Hands walk all the way back towards the front of your mat, right foot. Toes turn forwards, back heel lifts. Think a heart opener again. Take a big breath in here. Stay for your breath out. Get a little more height through that back leg. Beautiful, everyone. Hands down. Take a breath in. Step lightly back, high plank, breath out. Option to drop the knees as the heart comes forwards. Elbows squeeze backwards, lower halfway down. Option for upward facing or any other heart opener as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe it out. Well done. Nice long inhale here. Maybe a nice big sigh. Chin to chest. Gaze between the knees. You've got one more big breath in here. Sigh something out. Clear it out of your body. Hold the breath out of the body now as the heels come high, bend the knees. Right foot steps, left foot follows. Feel the lungs, halfway lift, sigh it out. Sweep the arms wide, come all the way up to standing, breath in. Hands to heart, you know what to do here. Take advantage of these moments. You've got one more long inhale, slow it right down. Big noisy sigh, let something go, exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Blink the eyes open, hands meet together in front of the heart circle. Sweep the arms, reach up, look up, bow forwards. Big exhale. Halfway lift for a breath in here. The right leg steps back, right knee stays off the earth. Think heart opener. So lift the heart, lift the chin, take a breath in. Hands down, it's three-legged dog for your breath out. Nice and slow. Big inhale here. Nose to knee, exhale. Extend back just one more time. Breathe as you do this. Exhale as you come forwards. Lift the back of the heart, lift the body high. Step that left foot forwards. Well done. Fingertips stay on the earth. Lift height into the back leg, lift the gaze. Breathe here. Front toes are soft. Compose yourself before we come up onto one leg. Do what you need to do. Nice and slow now. Start loading weight into the front leg. The back foot lifts. Press into that front heel to rise all the way up to standing. Let the shoulders soften. Lift the chin. Push energy into the fingertips. Give me a wave with the toes that are on the floor. Nice one. Check if you're breathing. Little wobble side to side. Feel the rotation in the hip. You've got that ball and socket. Feel it move side to side. Breathe as you move. Heart lifts, fingertips lift, gaze lifts, breath in. Step lightly into your high lunge for a breath out. Weave the fingertips together the weird way. Push the hands to the sky. Look up if you can. Weight is through the front heel, not through the front toes. Hands wrap the back of the skull. Compose yourself here. You know what's happening. Nice and steady through the core. An inhale to push head into hands. An exhale, chin to chest, elbows meet. Breath in to open, strong through that back leg. Exhale to round. Slow down your inhale here. Breath in, lift and breathe in. Rounding down. Could the elbows tap either side of that left knee as you breathe out? Breathe out, breathe out. Let the hands come to the earth. Bend deeply into that front knee. Lift the gaze. Take a breath in. Spin the back heel down. Left foot follows, feet are parallel. Walk all the way to the right foot. You got it. Halfway lift here. Breath in. Sweep down. Look through your legs. Breath out. Halfway lift on the left side. Breath in. Chin to chest. Dangle all the way back. Right side. Breath in. Meeting in the middle. Bow down here. A couple of options. Feel free to stay in your wide-legged forward fold. Focus on the breathing. See if you can get rid of some of the stress of having the legs wide. Slow the breath down. If you're feeling playful this morning, there's an option to come into a tripod headstand. If you know that's not for you, don't worry about it. Stay in your forward fold, focus on the breath. If you're coming with me into tripod, the feet are wide, the hands come back, the elbows tuck in. Get the head down onto the earth. And then maybe the knees come up onto the elbows. Maybe the legs extend up to the sky. Wherever you are, breathe. If you're in a tripod with me, slowly coming down. If you're in that forward fold, stay focused on the breath. We'll land the feet. Everybody into a halfway lift here. Big breath in. Nice work, everyone. Left toes turn forwards, right foot follows. Walk to the front of your mat, breath out. Lift the gaze and inhale here. Step into your vinyasa on an exhale. Downward facing dog, breathe it out. Nice long breaths in. Nice long breaths out. Chin tucks into chest. Eye gaze is between the knees. Elbows are unlocked. Stay in your downward facing. Use downward facing like Tadasana. You want to come out of sympathetic, back into parasympathetic. You use long exhales. We're going to take a big breath in together. Nice big sigh as you exhale. Breath in to prepare to move. We're going backwards. Walk the hands halfway back. This short downward facing dog. We'll take a big breath in here. Little squat at the back of the mat. Heels high, knees go out to the side. Hands stay on the earth. Could you start to feel like the hands are trying to drag backwards as the heart comes forwards? Breathe here. Whatever this looks like for you. So it might be a bit higher in your body today. Wherever you are, get that sense of hands dragging, chin lifting, and breathe. Beautiful. We'll take one more breath in here. That short downward facing dog as we exhale. A breath in to prepare to move. Chin tucks to chest. Walk all the way to the back of your mat. Breath out. Coming to a standing forward fold. Couple of options here. Your first option is ragdoll pose. Take hold of the elbows, then immediately change your grip so you're holding your elbows the weird way. Second option is the first two fingers bind the big toe, elbows pull out to the side, face comes towards the shins. Third option is gorilla pose. It does not matter how bent the knees are in this. Hands slide underneath the feet, toes press all the way into wrists, and then start to put the weight back into the balls of the feet. Wherever you are, if you're in one of those two binds, the elbows come out to the side, chin tucks to chest like we've been practicing the whole class. Breathe here. Let's find our grounding circuit breath. Inhale like you're pulling earth energy up the back of the legs. Exhale like you're flushing it back down the spine through the arms. Find 5 of those breaths. Stay in your forward fold. Slow the last breath down. Long inhale like you're drinking up the back of the legs. This nice grounding energy. Sigh something out. Big exhale. Release the hands from wherever they are. Hands come onto shins. Take a halfway lift. Nice and gentle here. Breath in. Walk back to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. We've got a long breath in here. Knees come to the earth. Find a child's pose as you breathe out. Well done, everyone. Bring the forehead to rest on something. You want pressure into Ajna, into the third eye chakra here. So if the forehead isn't on the earth, stack the fists, use a block, whatever you've got, and put a little press of the forehead. Feel the back of the neck, the shoulders relax as you do that. Unhinge that jaw. Slow the breath down. So use this as your practice for cycling between stress and relaxation. Bring yourself back down.
Slow the breath. You've got 2 more big, slow breaths in. Maybe a nice big sigh. 1 more, slower than natural inhale. Maybe a little sound as you leave something here. Beautiful. Come up to find a seat. Nice and slow, no rush here. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together for Baddha Konasana. And then we bring our heels as close to our groin as we can in our bodies. Everyone's Baddha Konasana is going to look different on a different day. Some days we're up here, some days we're down here. What you want to prioritize though is not rounding through the lower back. So let's all put our fingertips on the earth. See if you can roll forwards and tuck the tailbone backwards. And then lift up from there. We hold our feet like we're reading a book. Thumbs come to the inside and then splay the feet open. Beautiful. Pulling on the feet, push the heart to the sky, shoulders down. Take a big breath in here. Stay for the breath out. Keep that grip. The fingertips work here. A little flap of the wings. Keep the heart lifted, shoulders down. So bend through the elbows. Lots of work through the hands. Breathe here, creating this pump in the lower body. Focus on the breath. If you can, close down the eyes. If you are familiar with Mula Bandha, the drawing in of the pelvic floor, see if you could add that to your practice now. If you're not familiar, I'm going to have a go. See if you could keep breathing, but lift the pelvic floor here. Another little bit of Kundalini woven in. Drop into the meditation of the movement. See if you can breathe out any thoughts about how long this is going to last. Find the pelvic floor drawing up, the breath moving freely, the heart lifting, and a little pumping through the legs. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the legs come to stillness. Lift the front of the heart breath in. Start to push the heart forwards as you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. If the elbows can find the thighs, they're perfectly positioned to put pressure on the liver meridian. So push the elbows into the thighs as the heart comes forwards. If it feels okay on your lower back, round the head down here. You've got a nice long breath in. Stay for a longer breath out. 1 more long breath in. Stay for the breath out. And then draw the pelvic floor in, draw belly button to spine to slowly come back up. Relax across the collarbone, soften through the jaw. Take a breath here. We're going to leave the left leg tucked up like this, and we are going to extend our right leg out, bringing our knees as far away from each other as we possibly can. Once you have that position, put a little pressure into that right heel, move that sit bone back and down and plant the right sit bone on the earth. Beautiful. Back of the right palm comes to the inside of the right knee. Left hand extends out. Look at your left thumbnail. Take a big breath in. Drop left shoulder away from ear as you breathe out. And inhale to prepare to move. Left arm comes all the way up to the ceiling. Right hand slides down the inside of right leg, leaning over on a breath out. You want to pin that left shoulder back. Try to spin your heart to the sky. Breathe here. Bring energy into that left arm. Reach actively. Beautiful. Close down the eyes here. We're going to imagine a breath that inhales all the way down to the outer left hip bone, and an exhale that flushes up this whole left side of the body. Use a sigh if that's what you need. The side of the body in somatic therapy. This is where we store panic and terror. So could you soften as we release some of this from our body? Nice big breaths. Big exhales. It's normal to want to come out of a side bend. If you want to come out, you're doing it right. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Reach with those left fingertips. You've got 1 more long breath in here. Stay for your breath out. Sigh something out. Stay in the pose. Squeeze the belly button into the spine. Come slowly with me. Start to drop the heart towards the earth. That left shoulder, left hand's going to come down to the ground. Slow this down. Once you get both palms on the ground, squeeze belly button to spine and slowly
Walk back up. Keep the eyes closed if you can and feel what's changing through the body. Once you find your way upright, give the shoulders a little roll down, eyes closed. Focus your attention now to perceive a rising up of energy along the left side of the body. See if you can find that. Gently blinking the eyes open. We're going to hinge at this right knee, bring the feet back together. Another round of our butterflies. Hold the feet like a book. Lift the front of the heart, bend the elbows. So bending the elbows is going to pull the shoulders down as you lift the chin. Lots of space here. Good. Push the thumbs in behind the knuckle of the second toe. And now start flapping your wings. Once you've got that, find the breath. Lots to concentrate on here. I suggest closing the eyes if you can. Once you're breathing, could you lift the pelvic floor up? See if you can coordinate all of these things at once. It's an enormous upward movement of energy. So if you've been in a fight or flight response, your nervous system, your body, all of the systems have been prioritizing the legs and the feet with energy so you can run away from things, so you can kick. We're pumping it back upwards now into the digestive tract, into the heart, into the throat, into the brain. Breathe here. See if you can squeeze up Muladhara. Could you get a little more vigorous with the legs? Flapping, flapping, flapping. Good. Find a breath. The pelvic floor might come up for a moment or two and come back down. Keep practicing it. Eyes closed. You've got a minute left here to practice this. Squeezing up of that pelvic floor. It's going to give you a huge energy boost for the rest of the day. Start to redirect the way energy is flowing in the body. Make that a little more vigorous. Good. Try bringing the pelvic floor up. Make sure you're breathing. If you want to stop, it means something's changing. Stay with it. You're doing beautifully. 20 seconds here. Make it a bit more vigorous, bit more vigorous, bit more vigorous. Pump, 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 pump through those legs. Nice. All that energy going to be rushing upwards for you. You're here for 5. Draw the pelvic floor up. You can do it. Take a breath. 3, 2, 1. Still the legs. Start to lift the front of the heart. Breath in, bowing forwards and a breath out. Relax the shoulders and inhale here. Tuck chin to chest for an exhale. Nice and slowly, belly button comes to spine, creeping your way back up. Let the collarbone soften. We're going to extend the left leg out. Leave the right leg bent where it is. Move the knees as far away from each other as we can. Push down into that left heel. Move the sit bone back. Plant it on the earth. Beautiful. Back of the left palm to the inside of the left knee. Expand through the right hand. Look at the right thumb if you can. Take a big breath in. Drop the shoulders away from the ears as you breathe out. Really nice. Think open heart. Take an inhale. Lift that right arm up. And then an exhale, leaning all the way over. Left hand slides along the inside of the left leg. Actively reach through that right arm. So there's energy into fingertips. Drop the left shoulder down away from the ear. Once you've found your shape, work with the clearing breath. Big inhale all the way down to the outside of the right hip bone. And exhale to flush something up and out of here. Heart softens, shoulders soften, reach into those right fingertips. Close the eyes here. See if you could pin the heart back a little. Beautiful. Take one more big sweeping cleansing breath down the right side. Big inhale. Maybe a nice big sigh here. Belly button comes to spine. Slow this down, drawing slowly, 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 slowly forwards. Eventually that right hand's going to find the earth. Belly button draws to spine, eyes closed. Focus the attention on the shifting sensations through the right side of the body as you slowly make your way back to a seat. Relax across the chest, across the jaw. Eyes closed, focus your attention to perceive a rising up of energy along the right side of the torso. Really look for that. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. We're just going to make our way onto our back nice and slowly. We're going to meet with our knees bent. Resting the sacrum down. Palm's going to face up beside you. Just a little bit of last little bit of pumping, a little bit of breath work to lead us into Shavasana. Push the heels down and lift the pelvis up just a little bit. So it's not a bridge pose. We're just lifting this area, tilting it so we can create that upward flow of energy. Nice. Start pumping the legs. So tap the knees together and let them come back to hip distance apart. Tap the knees together. Good. Make it vigorous. See if you can tap, 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 tap the inner knees. Good. Close down the eyes here. Tuck the chin in. Keep that pumping of the legs as you find your breath here. Good. If it's enough for you to do that, stay with that. If you want just a little more, only doing about 90 seconds of this. As you inhale, everything relaxes. As you exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor up, creating this wave-like motion to the crown of the head. Keep pumping the legs. See if you can find that. Squeezing pelvic floor, but keeping the pumping as you exhale. Don't overthink it. Face is soft. Inner thigh should be really feeling this by now. Stay. You've got your last 25 seconds. That's about 2 breaths, maybe 1 breath. See if you can squeeze the pelvic floor up for an exhale. If the pelvic floor bit's getting confusing, leave it out. Just pump the legs. You're going to get really good effects from this anyway. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly stop the pumping, lower the tailbone down, and then just simply extend the legs, eyes closed. Find Shavasana straight away. We're going to let all of that work that we did, that pumping, flow upward now. All you need to do is close the eyes and let it happen. The breath's going to take care of itself here. Let everything soften. And if you could perceive an upward rush of energy from the legs to the crown of the head, it might be a nice thing to notice. Take a long inhale. Nice big sigh as you let the breath go. Take a moment to be embodied. Feel what it feels like to be in your body right now. If your life allows you to stay here longer, please do. Tune me out, the video will end. If your practice is finishing now, start to deepen the breath. Invite movement back into the body. It might be nice to roll the head side to side. You might want to take a big full body stretch. Anything that feels nice. Let the movement lead you over to your right side. Find a fetal position. Tune back into the breath here. Keeping the eyes closed, keeping your awareness interiorized. Find your way up to a seat. Take your time.
Tune back into your breath. Let it just roll in and out of the body. No effort on your part. Bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart center. We'll take a long breath in together. Bowing the head as we exhale. Take a moment here and genuinely bow to yourself.